Want me to introduce myself, or you're going to do that or no?
We'll have that kind of set up. So
yeah,
we'll have
so you two would just have a conversation and keep eye line with one another and just forget about me.
Okay.
So we're running.
Okay. Sound good?
Yes.
All right. You ready to start? Okay. Can you talk a little bit, Dr. Sharp, about the fallacies that marketers are operating under these days? I know your book's uncovered quite a few.
Yes, if a doctor operates to incorrect assumptions, then they're likely to do a lot of damage to their patients. If they have incorrect assumptions, if they don't know how the body works, if they don't know how medicines interact with the body, they're going to do a lot of harm. And in the same way, if marketers have incorrect assumptions, if they don't really understand how it is that consumers buy, how brands perform, then they're going to do damage to their brands. Now unfortunately, most marketers aren't doing major surgery every day, so they're unlikely to cause death of their brands, but by 1,000 cuts they can cause quite a lot of damage along the way. And marketers do hold some pretty erroneous assumptions about the way that brands behave, the way marketing behaves. We put the emphasis on the wrong things too often. For example, a common fallacy is that brands that target segments of the market would enjoy higher loyalty than brands that are going for the mass, the whole market. This is not true. Larger brands that are going for the whole of the market enjoy slightly higher loyalty than the so-called niche brands. In fact, we see very, very little evidence of niche brands at all. We see small brands, and we see a lot of marketing strategies that would seem to be designed to make bigger brands become smaller, rather than, and yet they're designed to grow brands. I mean, there's very clear evidence of how erroneous most marketing plans are when you just look at almost every single marketing plan aims for growth, usually quite large growth. And when we study the market share movements of brands across decades, we see that hardly any of them ever achieve this. So you've got 99% of brand plans every year failing. And yet amazingly, just like the doctors that used to bleed people and then die, marketers just carry on. It's like my plan failed this year, but I'll just write another one following exactly the same strategy based on the same assumptions next year. It doesn't work. People can go through their entire career without actually substantially growing their brand, and then never occurring to them that maybe it's because some of their fundamental assumptions are wrong.